Okay, tell me why so many of us are broke, not because we're lazy, but because we're literally running on money programming we didn't even choose. Like half the things we do with our cash, they're habits we picked up without even realizing. You thought your money problems were about your paycheck, right? But girl, what if they're actually rooted in stuff society coded into you since you were a kid? Nobody taught us how money actually works. Like, we learned algebra, but nobody explained credit scores. We memorized the mitochondria, girl, but nobody taught us how to pay rent without spiraling. And honestly, we were raised on hustle culture, but never taught how to stay emotionally chill around money. The system low-key benefits when we stay confused. Because confused people don't build wealth, they stay consumers. And that's exactly what keeps the machine running. And if you don't face these money blocks now, you're going to keep repeating the same cycle over and over. Stress, avoidance, overspending, guilt, repeat. Like a loop you never signed up for. Hey besties, it's Sophia, your financial big sis. Welcome back to the Sophia Cash channel, where we're all about leveling up your money game. If you're trying to glow up financially and step into your confident, abundant era, you're definitely in the right place. Quick disclaimer, everything in this video is for educational purposes only, so always do your own research. And if financial freedom is your new aesthetic, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss these weekly money glow-ups. Today, I'm breaking down the 7 sneaky money blocks Gen Z in the US struggles with, and honestly, most of them are so hidden you don't even realize they're there. Stay till the end, because every single one of these can shift your entire money mindset. Okay, bestie, let's talk about money block number 1, avoiding your bank app like it's a toxic ex. We think ignoring it protects our peace, but honestly, it just keeps us stressed. The real glow-up starts when we build a cute little money check-in ritual that feels safe instead of scary. Here's the thing, Americans literally lose hundreds a year on fees just because we don't look at our accounts. Overdrafts happen when we react late instead of staying ahead. Imagine being that friend who's like, yeah, I know where my money's going. I'm chill. Avoiding your money feels safer in the moment, but it builds long-term chaos. Being scared of numbers isn't a personality trait. It's something we learned. And like Peter Drucker said, what gets measured gets improved. So the moment you face it, you start winning. So real talk, so many of us walk around saying, I'm just not a money person, like it's some personality trait stamped on our forehead. But the truth is, wealth is literally a skill set, something you can learn, practice, and get good at. The moment you shift your identity from I can't do this to I can learn this, everything starts opening up. Here's the wild part. Most millionaires in the US today are actually self-made, not born into old money vibes. And the habits they built came from how they chose to see themselves, not from some magical talent. When you start imagining yourself as the girl who confidently talks about investing, you naturally grow into her. When you keep believing you're not a money person, you trap yourself in beginner mode forever and never level up. But when you challenge that belief, you unlock a whole new path that feels way less scary. Like Henry Ford said, whether you think you can or think you can't, you're right. And honestly, that hits hard. So let's get into money block number 3 because, girl, this one hits way too close to home. A lot of us use spending as a mood stabilizer without even realizing it. It feels like self-care, but honestly, it's just self-soothing dressed up in cute packaging. Here's the thing, emotional spending actually spikes at night, especially between 7 p.m. and 1 a.m. That's when we're tired, stressed, or just trying to numb out with a little rush of dopamine. And over time, those feel-better purchases add up to hundreds or even thousands without us noticing. Retail therapy feels amazing for like 5 minutes, but then the stress comes right back even stronger. It gets worse when we're avoiding feelings instead of actually dealing with them. Like that quote says, "The chains of habit are too weak to be felt until they're too strong to be broken." Scarcity mindset isn't just some personality quirk. It's programming a lot of us absorbed growing up. And the wild part is, it still shows up in how we save, spend, and stress today. But once you realize it's conditioning and not your destiny, you can start rebuilding a money mindset that actually feels safe. Childhood money trauma can impact your adult decisions way more than your actual income. It shapes how quickly you panic when something goes wrong and how safe you feel even when you're financially stable. But when you build a mindset rooted in safety instead of fear, everything starts feeling way less chaotic. Scarcity mindset makes you feel like hoarding is protecting you, but it actually keeps you from growing. It convinces you to shrink your life instead of expanding it. Because abundance isn't something you chase, it's something you tune into. A lot of us grew up thinking success means grinding until we literally fall apart. But honestly, you're not meant to live in burnout mode just to prove you're working hard. Real power comes from learning how to use your time smarter, not sacrificing every part of yourself to the hustle. The wild thing is, Americans are already some of the most overworked people in the world. And when you're exhausted, you make way worse money decisions without even realizing it. Imagine earning more, but actually working less because your brain is finally rested enough to think clearly. When you hustle nonstop, it doesn't make you stronger. It just drains you until you start spending impulsively or wanting to quit everything. But when you lead with intention and heart, everything becomes lighter. Like Mother Teresa said, it's not about how much we do, but the love we put into it. Money can feel super mathy and kinda intimidating, right? Like you need to be some spreadsheet wizard just to feel in control. But honestly, money is mostly about your habits, not crazy equations, and when you simplify the steps, everything suddenly feels manageable. Most people think they're bad with money, but it's really just because no one taught them the basics. Simple habits like tracking your spending, saving a tiny amount, and investing small bits consistently actually beat complicated strategies. And when things get clear, you finally feel like you're the CEO of your own finances. Overthinking money keeps you stuck way longer than you realize. When you strip away the unnecessary complexity, everything becomes lighter and actually doable. Like Da Vinci said, simplicity isn't boring, it's power. A lot of us grew up thinking investing is basically gambling, so of course it feels scary. But investing is really just owning tiny pieces of things that grow over time. When you start small and keep going, it becomes way less stressful and way more empowering. Most young people aren't investing yet, even though starting early is literally the cheat code for building wealth. Your money could be growing quietly in the background while you're out living your life. And honestly, future, you will be so proud you didn't wait. Waiting feels safer, but it actually costs you the most in the long run. Fear can steal decades of growth you can never get back. So remember, the best time to start was years ago. But the second best time is literally right now. Let's quickly recap all 7 money blocks you just unlocked. Remember, these aren't flaws. They're patterns you can rewrite. Once you understand your hidden programming, you can finally make money decisions from a place of power, not panic. If this helped you, hit like, subscribe, and share this with your bestie who needs a financial glow-up. And tell me in the comments which money block hit you the hardest. I read everything, so let's talk about it. This is Sophia from the Sophia Cash channel, helping you glow up financially. You deserve a future you're excited to wake up to. I'll see you in the next one, besties.